Hello, Aaron, called Christopher Robin. What are you doing floating around like that?
Aaron's listening over here on the couch.
There was a flood in my house and all my honey is gone, explained Pooh. And I have a rumbly-tumbly in my tumbly. We need to find him some honey now, added Aaron. Oh, poor Pooh. Well, I think I know of a tree with honey in it, said Christopher Robin. Let's go. They walked through the wood until they came to a very tall tree. Way up high there was a hole in the trunk, with bees buzzing around it. It's a long way up, Pooh, said Aaron. Can you climb that high? If there's honey up that high, I can climb that high, said Pooh.
I don't think the real Aaron here.
And up he went. My, oh dear, he said when he was a long way up. My paws are getting tired. All of a sudden, Pooh was on his way down the tree. Oh, bother. I wish it was as fast as this on the way up, he thought to himself as he bounced from branch to branch. He landed on the ground with a thud. Don't try again, Pooh. It's too no hands in your mouth, no spreading those germs, okay?
Okay.
Don't try again, Pooh. It's too dangerous, said Aaron. We'll find honey somewhere else. But Pooh was not the sort to give up easily, especially when he put his mind to honey. You want to go lay down?
Yeah, but will you read it out loud?
I will. Am I not reading it out loud?
But I mean, so I can hear it from here.
This time Pooh climbed all the way up. He had to wriggle onto a very thin branch to reach the hole. And just as he did, the branch went snap, and down Pooh went again. Silly old bear, said Christopher Robin. Honey, no. You stay. We're not going to have you doing that, okay?
Okay.
And silly old bear, said Christopher Robin. You can't reach the hole now with that branch broken, Pooh. Oh, yes, I can, said Pooh, who was a very determined bear. Would you, by any chance, have a balloon, Christopher Robin? Yes, said Christopher Robin. What do you want a balloon for? Honey, whispered Pooh. You'll see. Ooh, look at that. Christopher Robin and Aaron ran off to get a balloon. Pooh grabbed hold of the balloon's string and started floating up into the air. Aaron took his feet and guided him toward the honeybee's hive. Oh, thank you, Aaron, called Pooh.
Wow.
As he floated up, the bees swarmed angrily around Pooh when he stuck his paw in the hole. Then the string came loose on the balloon and the air came out with a whoosh. Oh dear, cried Pooh. He held on tight as the balloon sped along with hundreds of bees swarming after him. When Pooh finally came back to earth, he found he was right near Rabbit's house. Oh, wonderful. Rabbit always has honey, thought Pooh happily. Aaron, Christopher Robin, and others caught up to Pooh. Rabbit looked rather worried, as though he knew what Pooh was thinking about. Pooh, Bear, said Rabbit rather uncertainly. How about some lunch? Thank you, Rabbit. Perhaps just a small smackerel of honey, said Pooh. Pooh squeezed through Rabbit's front door behind Rabbit. People can't fit through Rabbit's front door, explained Christopher Robin. We'll have to wait out here. We may as well sit down. This could take a while, he added. Meanwhile, Aaron told Christopher Robin about his last birthday, which was August 18th. Ethan had decorated his home in Smyrna, Tennessee, with lots of balloons in different shapes and colors. They had so much fun playing games and eating all the delicious cakes. Inside, Rabbit watched as Pooh ate and ate and ate. Rabbit shook his head. Will you be staying long? He asked Pooh. Pooh looked at the honey jars. There was only one left. Not very long, he said.
Not very long.
Seems kind of rude of Pooh here, but...
No.
When he had finished, Pooh tried to wriggle through Rabbit's front door. When he was halfway in and halfway out, he stopped. This door seems to have shrunk, he said. I think it might be you who's grown bigger, Pooh, said Aaron. Pooh had eaten so much honey that he was bigger than ever before. He was stuck. Everybody pull, said Christopher Robin. All the friends got into a line and pulled. But it was no use. Pooh didn't budge. Away from the fire, little man. Poor Pooh, said Christopher Robin. I think we'll have to wait for Pooh to get thinner. And so they did. I think we studied this in a different book, too. Same story. And then one morning when Rabbit was beginning to think he might never be able to use his front door again, it happened. He budged, cried Rabbit. Christopher Robin, he bidged, he badged, he booged. Heave ho, shouted all the friends. They tugged on Pooh outside the door as Rabbit pushed from the inside. Ethan, sick boy.
He's fat.
You knew that, didn't you? Rabbit pushed and Aaron, Christopher Robin, and others pulled with all their might. Suddenly there was a loud pop. Aaron fell back onto Christopher Robin, and Christopher Robin fell back onto poor Kanga, and Eeyore rolled away into the bushes. Pooh had shot out of Rabbit's front door like a rocket. There he goes, cried Rabbit. Uh-oh, said Aaron, shading his eyes to watch. Pooh is heading right for that old tree trunk. Watch out, Pooh. Everyone watched as Pooh's head and shoulders disappeared into a hole in the tree trunk, like a cork into a valve. Pooh, called Christopher Robin. Are you all right? I bet there's honey in there. Yeah, you have a poopsie and your nose is running. Oh yes, I'm the happiest bear in the world, sang Pooh. I've just discovered the biggest supply of honey I've ever seen. And the bees have gone and left it all to me. Thank you, Aaron. You're welcome, Pooh, said Aaron. Let's go home and get your honey pot so we can fill them all. You took off for shelter, didn't you? You just left your brother in the house. It's kind of rude. Do you think you could get them for me, asked Pooh. I think I'd better stay here and mind the honey. Laughing together, Aaron and his friend set off for Pooh's house. And Ethan was home reading a book. And Mom saying, "Where's your brother?" Well, I don't know. It started raining real bad, and I had to go find shelter.
Yeah, but then I decorated the house. And I ran away after I decorated the house.
Say Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas,
everybody.